Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to more Southern, not Southerns. We're at Eastern Regionals here in Canberra. Sunny, beautiful weather here in Canberra for the 2018 regional tournament. I am Daniel Clinton and I'm joined by Sam Joyce again on the microphone here to call this match between Manly and Hills, a Sydney grudge match.
Yeah.
Exciting. And we've got Zuba Dupas.
Yes, sorry. Have to let mine melt a bit.
So it's going to be Hills on offense, and you're going to see a turn here. It's going to be an interesting game. Hills have had a good history in Division 2 Nationals.
Yeah, they have. The year that I went to Division 2 Nationals, they won it, and they're a really strong team. You had a chat to Woody before the match. What did he say?
Yeah, Coach Simon Wood of Hills just said they had a good run in that Div 2 Nationals, and then they promoted most of their players into the GWS team, which is the women's Division 1 team for Hills Ultimate. That's a pretty good throw. That's a very good throw. He gets caught a couple of metres outside the end zone line. I have to find a reset here. And basically, he said that this time they're bringing a whole bunch of new players in. They're going to go back to Div 2 Nationals. They came 5th last year after winning it in 2016. Stall's getting a bit high. Throw in hand zone. Ooh. She caught that.
A few people are calling it a goal.
Yeah.
People from both teams. Yep.
Yep, they're going to agree that's a goal. So they're going to return to Div 2 Nationals this year, Hills Ultimate, and see if they can recreate some magic.
Great. It's always good getting new players, going to Div 2 Nats, getting some experience, tournament experience, and it's so much fun.
And what makes it fun?
Just seeing everybody playing Frisbee, meeting new people, learning more about the game, playing good quality opposition of the same gender. It's always fun.
That is wonderful. As we go around the grounds, we see some of the Manly Ultimate men here to cheer on their ladies. And this Manly Ultimate side is pretty scary. Sarah Wentworth, we see her standing out front. And she has just recently come off a World Games campaign last year. Pretty handy pick up, that one.
Yep.
World Games, of course, being the hardest team in Australia to make at a international level. And, of course, Nikki Shires as well out there. Stalwart of the Sydney Ultimate scene, Ultimate in general. She's been a very good player for a very long time. And it's going to be Hills on defense. After punching that one in. Throw in the end zone. There we go. Manly Ultimate with a very nice looking offensive point to level this game up at 1-1.
Yeah, they had some really nice flow there.
Good movement too. Saw Nikki Shires leading the way from the back. She was not really doing too much throwing. She was just clearing the space and letting the other ladies get involved. And Sarah Wentworth was back there as well. She was doing a lot of work.
Good use of, the whole field, like you said.
It's interesting talk to Coach Simon Wood of Hills. Before the game started, he mentioned that they have at least half a dozen mothers on the Hills.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying yesterday, just walking around, there's babies everywhere. There was so many kids. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, we did see the Colony.
It's very impressive. Yeah.
Colony Pillage Team
Yep.
Baby.
Team Baby, that was absolutely adorable. I couldn't stop laughing.
Ultimate is very much turning into a family sport at a great
Yep.
rate of knots.
The future generation of Frisbee.
Yeah, got to get them young.
Yep. Teach them to throw before they can walk.
Well, at 1-1, we we're maybe looking at a good one here.
Yeah, both teams seem fairly evenly matched. A few newer players, but then the experienced players mixed in.
Something Simon Wood highlighted was some of their players been playing for 20 years, some have been playing for a year.
Wow,
On the hills.
that is a really, really huge, beautiful pool.
Yeah, gigantic. Absolutely gigantic. Nice throw inside. Hills. They're fairly compact on the field. There's not much separation between the throwers and the receivers down the field. They're starting to stretch things out now. Starting to generate some movement, which is pretty good. Nice block. Oh, nearly comes down the hands of a Hills ultimate player. So it'll be Sarah Wentworth walking to the disc, going to play this one in for Manly. She's going to huck it immediately. What a throw. And nice grab.
Yeah, that was a good throw.
You can see why she was picked, can't you?
Yeah, that was
We've
huge.
been here 5 minutes and she's just hucked one on the
ball
money.
Right into the back of the end zone. Huge throw.
And what difference does it make to have such a high caliber player like that on a team?
Oh, it's just so good having that steady handler who you can always rely on.
Because of course you played for a long time
Yeah,
with Andrew Action Jackson.
Yep, and other experienced players. And it's just so good having that guidance and that advice and
Person
always
you can
there
rely
to give
on.
you tips. The person you can rely on. You always know they're there to throw to, and it just gives you... Frisbee is... You're so much better if you're confident, and it gives you a bit of that confidence to just... You want to get the disc and you know you can get it off, and yeah, just a bit of that confidence. I always say, Frisbee, you're so much better at Frisbee if you have confidence, aren't you? It's
Definitely.
a sport that confidence is key.
Well, when you can throw the disc like that, the confidence is well earned.
Yep.
And you can build it within your team quickly as well. Once you see that you can throw it like that, quickly everyone to the end zone. So Manly are going to play some defense here. Nikki Shires has the disc. And she'll be pulling. Nice looking outside in. It's going to land within the Hills ultimate defensive red zone. Nice movement. Ooh,
Just
a sharp offensive attack there that could have generated a very nice power position and maybe a huck, but it's going to be Shires to Hayes. Hayes fakes the forehand, goes to the break side rather.
nearly a similar thing to the Hills team.
And there's Hayes again with that big fake. Shires looks for the break. More break side motion. Manly looking to use the weak side of the field. And there it is. Punching it in the corner. Manly, another score. They're up in this one. We will need to adjust.
Looking really, really sharp.
And it's going to be a timeout call. We'll have a quick break here. Have a drink. Sam, you can finish your Zupa Duper.
Yep, it's melting.
And we'll be back very shortly with some more ultimate from the women's division here at Eastern Regionals. So a brief timeout there. Hills Ultimate just calling a quick timeout to steady themselves. We see cricket in the background. Those poor people. Those poor people over there. They could be playing a sport like Ultimate, and yet they're whacking a ball with a stick.
They're playing, yeah, cricket.
Hey, look, to each their own.
Yep. I do love a good game of backyard cricket.
So Manly are going to be on defense. Nikki Shies is going to pull. The cheer from Manly out of the huddle was defense.
Oh.
So we can see
Well,
where
let's see it.
we can see where their thoughts are.
Yeah. They just want to keep their lead. They're playing really well.
Uh-oh.
They
Nice
have a
cut
lot
under.
of height, Manly.
They're very tall, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they've got a tall squad.
Lots of players down the field. Hills trying to generate something. The reset is not quite there. High stall. It's going to go into the end zone. It's going to get caught.
Punched it in. Oh, they're talking about a stall.
Yeah, there's definitely discussion over where the stall count was. It felt high. I think I can.
Yeah.
Generally, the rule with the stall count is that it's always fast.
Yeah.
Most stalls in
true.
Ultimate are around 8 seconds in duration.
Yeah.
Looks like there's a turnover that's going to stand, and Shires will bring it in from the corner. That's Hayes. Hayes has a receiver. Manly now with possession of the disc and the opportunity to extend their lead in this one. Nice throw down the line. Shires reaches that one. Stretching, reaching, and gets stripped.
Just falls straight onto the ground.
All right, this is back in. Nothing coming at the moment. She's looking for the reset. Going to look off the reset. Well covered by the mark.
Very active mark.
High stall again. Hayes bails her out. She's looking towards the end zone. Shires with the in and the out. Bit of a zag cut.
Yeah.
5-1.
Yeah. Manly are looking really sharp. Not a lot of unforced errors. They're getting those turns. They're putting Hills under a huge amount of pressure.
And their skills, the skills of
Yeah.
Manly Ultimate seem to be very, very good, don't
Yeah. Just beautiful throws. Beautiful catches. They know where to be. They're cutting to the right spots. Yeah, it's looking really good from Manly at the moment.
And it doesn't hurt that you got Nikki Shires, who's I
No.
believe she played Worlds. I believe she did when she was younger, but kind of a supremely experienced athlete. And Sarah Wentworth, who is still one of the best women in the country. Handy to have a team built around that.
Yeah, so true. And they look like they're sort of trading points, so that at least one of them's on all the time.
Yes.
So they've always got that experience.
It's interesting you point that out. Shires has come off the field, and Wentworth has gone back on. Shires, I know, has had quite a few knee reconstructions, but didn't show any of that on that stretching catch.
No.
Looks
And then
solid.
the zigzag cut straight away to get it back for the goal.
Yeah. Looks fit, looks strong, which is great to see.
Yep. Speaking of stall counts and knees, at mixed nats when I hurt my knee, I sat on the sideline and I would time stall counts just for fun, and you're right, so many of them are fast.
It's just so hard. You're running
Yeah,
and the
I know,
blood is rushing in.
pressure.
You're like, come on,
Yep.
let's go. But yeah, generally they're about 8 seconds long.
Yep.
And if there's ever a stall, it's normally not a stall.
And they're
Oh,
often
what a throw, but
contested.
Wentworth undercuts that one and swoops in like a giant eagle to claim the disc. And Manly now have an opportunity. They've got possession. Hayes has been a real solid player, generating movement and angles for the offense. Wentworth is going to work under. Going to look towards the end zone. The throw's up, and a beautiful throw for the score.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, Manly's throw, that deep shot, that was really nice, but when you have such tall, experienced defenders.
They're athletic as well.
Athletic, yeah, like any deep shot is going to be risky.
Fraught with danger.
Yep.
And Sarah Wentworth swoops in. See the throw here. Wentworth pivoting out on that backhand, just hits the receiver in stride. That is, it just looks so good, doesn't it?
Yeah, that was really nice. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to be doing. Getting the turn, getting those cuts.
You can't really overstate the amount of skill that takes, though.
No.
Because it's very easy to throw that disc past the receiver or underthrow it, not hit them.
Yep, so much margin of error. So little margin of error. It's got to be perfect.
And that one was.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Shires is going to pull for Manly. They're rotating through a lot of their younger players, which is great to see. They're getting a lot of experience. And
this is the place to do it. When you're up at Eastern Regionals, you're practicing, you're wanting to gel as a team.
And Shires is going to put up a very, very good pull. That's a very deep pull as well. It's going to land in the end zone.
There is absolutely no wind today, so the Frisbees are just flying. But that was beautiful.
Hills looking to get something going here. It's going to result in a Manly claiming this disc. Quick movement. Shires demands the Frisbee, looks for the break, goes open side instead. And more open side movement, a hand block.
Great block. I was about to say Manly is just looking too sharp, too good. And then they get a really nice hand block, Hills.
Well, that is the one thing that you can't always predict, and that's individual greatness.
True.
And just phenomenal play. Deep shot is not going to come off. Receiver couldn't find the disc and turn around and get back to it.
Yeah, needed to come under for that one at the very end there.
Shires is going to walk back and pick this up for Manly. See a replay of the hand block. Damn.
Yeah, that was
That's
good.
clean.
Yep. Getting a hand block's always exciting.
What was the secret to getting a hand block, do you think?
I am not good at getting hand blocks. I could not tell you.
Well, we all have our limitations.
Yeah, they're definitely not something that I have got a lot. I honestly can't think of a time that I've got one.
Really?
I don't know. I mean, surely in the time that I've played Frisbee, I must have, but I can't think of one.
Oh, deep throw. Receiver got space.
Oh.
But the... Oh, wow. That is wheels to make up the distance there and get the block.
Yeah, that was amazing.
First, we have great individual play, hand block one way, and then wheels. Just closing speed, getting the block.
That's a beautiful D.
Very, very good indeed.
You love those Ds.
What about a Callahan, Sam?
Yes, they are very exciting.
Have you caught one? Or more than one?
I think I've thrown one.
You've thrown one? Everyone's done that.
I think I did catch one at League one day. Really windy day.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, big pull.
Shires is going to air this out. Nice grab.
Good grab.
Receiver elevating, catching at the top of her jump. Shires looking for the reset, going to get that one. Has that break side. Oh, and more.
Oh.
More great play on the mark.
Brilliant.
Girls have a bit of a chuckle at each other.
Yeah. The Hills player there just knew that she wanted that break side huck and she just got around to it.
Yep. So, Hills now looking to create something. And there's the leading throw. It's out in front. A lot of work to do. Nearly got it.
Nearly a collision.
Yeah. What about a scuba to score?
A scuba to score, maybe at League when we were mucking around sometimes.
Talking to Sam Iyer. We had Sam Iyer on the mic yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, and we're talking about Callahan's.
Oh yeah? Had she ever got one?
Yes.
Yes.
The first point she scored at Worlds
was
a
a
Callahan.
That's incredible.
And I think I will never hear a story that's going to beat that one in terms of Callahan's.
That is amazing. That would really boost your confidence, wouldn't it?
The first point you score at Worlds is a Callahan.
That's incredible.
Well, for the rest of us mere mortals, we can
Yeah.
only remember that one time at league.
Yep. Or the one time that we threw one.
Looks like there's going to be a foul call.
Few hands up there.
Yeah, everyone was elevating. Looks like there's a gesture of maybe contact as the attempt at the catch was made. Looks like it will be... no, it's going to be uncontested. Uncontested, which means the disc will come in at the front of the end zone, so it's a foul, not a strip. A strip, of course, would result in a goal.
Yeah, she didn't quite have that complete control of that.
Oh, nice backhand, pro backhand. And Manly going to cram it at the Kreml. That's halftime. 8-1, Sam.
Yeah. They're looking dominant here, Manly.
Well, we're going to come back for the second half of this women's ultimate action from Eastern Regionals. It's been a long day and a half, but I'm looking forward to the second half of this game. And Sam, Joyce and I, we will see you on the other side of the break. Hills out of halftime, 8-2.
Yeah, great.
They get a block off the back of a zone.
Yeah, trying something new and it's working. And now they've got another score on the board.
Arguably, that was a weaker throwing line, though, from Manly. No Nikki Shires, no Sarah Wentworth. Hayes is going to stay on the field for the next one. Looks like Wentworth's also going out there with Shires and Warman. I am Daniel Clinton. Sam Joyce joining me again. You had a chat to both teams, listened in.
Yeah, I listened in. Woody's message was, we've got the options, and yeah, we're finding space, but we're not executing. Let's try and make those passes come off and maybe come a bit closer to our thrower. Manly, on the other hand, they were just chatting, looking very casual. I heard a bit of, just keep doing what we're doing, it's working. So yeah.
Don't fix what's not broken.
Yeah.
It's always good advice.
Woody was also telling his team to really watch those long shots. You know it's going to come, so be prepared for it.
Yeah, he highlighted Nikki Shires
Yep.
in particular,
Yep.
didn't
He said, if Nikki gets the disc, it's going long. You know it, so be prepared.
he? Of course, Simon Wood, Australian representative back in his time when he was playing. Fearsome on the mark. I had the misfortune of having to try and throw the disc against him at the Terrigal Tower one time. And I reckon he hand-blocked me twice in a row. His hands right. He's only a average height man, only a little bit taller than I am. But his hands are huge. And he seems to have this awareness of where the disc is. So, lots of experience. He played for Australia back in his playing days and has been the coach of Hills Ultimate for a very, very long time. Always been there to help the development of the ladies in the club.
Yeah,
Warman
very
goes high
true.
release. And a throw into space. It's not going to be there. That's Wentworth airing it out. D. And again, the zone from Hills Ultimate generated turn out of the otherwise clean Manly Ultimate offense.
Yeah. Yeah, the zone's looking good.
Oh, and a huck straight away.
And they tried the
Hayes.
huck out of a horo, which
Hayes.
I don't think we saw the first half.
Yvonne
then-
Hayes climbing up there to get the block.
Hills are obviously looking to mix things up in the second half.
So Hayes brings it in, Warman. Hayes gets it back. And there's a throw. They've got some movement now. Hayes gets it back. Fake. Goes back, straight up the line, more meters. Wentworth's working in the gap. Warman will get this one in the middle of the field. Wentworth works to the space. Throws the short pass. Nice low release flick. Hayes going to get meters here on the far sideline. Got free arms and she's going to put it up. The deep is coming across. Good contest for the disc. Manly though, show that they can beat the zone.
That is just such a nice throw. It's a beautiful flick huck.
Von Hayes.
Yeah, I think their throws, their catches, like their skills are just a bit more refined than Hills. Those throws, they've got some really strong handlers, Manly.
We see this on the replay. Hayes in space, just airs it out. The deep does a great job getting across there, making a contest of it.
Yeah, she was just in too good of a position, both hands up. It's always good to see people going up with two hands. Always better than one.
Von Hayes, long time Sydney sider, originally from Canberra.
Oh.
Is some relation to Warwick Shepherd,
Oh,
I believe.
interesting. I'm
Or at
not
least
sure.
her maiden name was Shepherd, so I'm going to go out on a limb and think that she was some relation. Of course, married David Hayes from Sydney. And what a good player she's been over many, many years. Wonder what the score is in the cricket over there. Looks like, yeah, young man comes into bowl.
They've
Jeez,
got-
that's a
they've
pretty
got
good,
Quite a
pretty
good
good
setup.
bowl, and the sweep to the leg side. They're going to take one run. Multi-talented I am, Sam.
Yeah, no many sports.
Looks like a brick mark will be signalled for Hills Ultimate. It will be a zone. They're showing zone Manly. It'll be a 1-3-2-1.
Yeah, I've been going on about how there's absolutely no wind, and there's actually just a little bit now.
Yeah, a little bit of a breeze, and
It's beautiful.
wow, nice movement there around the edge of the cup. Pass back in the middle, getting good meters. But all of a sudden, Hills are stuck. They do get the break. It's going to go around. Luckily, the backup is there. Good heads-up play. They're looking to force to this sideline and trap over here. You can see the forces there. Point needs to move in a little bit. Reception inside the cup. And all of a sudden, it's very squally out there. You can see the leaves.
It's like a little dust storm. There's a little blow-up drink holder flying away.
Interesting
unicorn,
conditions.
I think.
Nice fake. I bought it. Swing. And there's meters down the sideline. You can hear Simon Wood on the sideline asking for movement, asking for sideways movement. And there's a throw. It's going to bounce up, though. The wind having an effect.
That's so unfortunate. They were doing so well. That was just too high.
So now Manly get a possession and an opportunity to play. Bouncing off hands. It'll be Hills. Looks like Manly are going to reset into their zone defensive scheme. The around throw was not there, cut off well by the wing. Good looking cup, managing containment. They're wrapped right around. The swinger's there. Meters up the sideline, and then the pass back in the middle of the field. That's the dangerous ball. You can see the wing's not in the position to stop that pass. They had some fair continuation there, but it's going to stop. And now the containment's back on, looking for a short pass. The Rit. There it is.
Well done from Hills there to get the goal even after the turn. It's always good.
Hills with some good-looking zone offense.
Yeah, they were moving it really well, getting their poppers into that space, getting those throws through the cup.
Simon Wood, very experienced coach.
Yeah.
That's something he's very good at is kind of the structures.
Yeah, and you can see that, like, that is reflecting in Hills and what we're seeing today. They've got the structures.
They know what they need to do when they need to do it. And then it's just kind of the skill.
Yeah, which comes with more practice.
And of course a tournament or two.
Yeah, exactly.
It helps if you've played a couple of tournaments, doesn't it?
Yep.
Well, Hills showing a bit of life in the second half. 3-9 the scoreline. Actually, it's 4-9. We just haven't updated our scoreboard yet. And Hills will be playing defense. This breeze picking up a little bit.
It is, yeah.
Could we might be seeing a lot more zone here in the second half.
Yeah.
Hills certainly didn't mind playing it. It did generate a turn
Yeah.
out of this very competent throwing line for Manly. See Shires out there just gesturing for Manly ladies. Woman signals she's ready. Warren's going to pick this one up, and it is more zone. Hills are going to...
It's a different looking zone.
Yeah, this looks like a bit more of an assassinator. There seems to be a poach on Shires, but a very nice throw straight through the cup for meters. The reset to Warman. It's going to go to Shires, who looks and tries to find Something down the line. Does find Warman, and there's a goal.
Wow, that was fast.
Quick indeed.
Yeah, it was almost a one-man wall. And then they had a few people being marked, but a bit of a poach on some of the spaces. So it was a bit of an interesting look.
And it didn't quite work, did
No.
it? The idea wasn't clear.
Yeah. And I think there were a few times where they were a little bit too close. Two people there.
See the last throw. Warman into the end zone.
They
She's
still punched it in.
had a great game thus far. Thrown lots of assists has Warman.
Your words start to get muddled when you've talked all weekend long.
My words start to get muddled.
No matter what?
No matter what. It's always a struggle. Telstra Tower in the distance. Or is it Black Mountain Tower?
I've got no idea. Black Mountain, Telstra Tower, Black Mountain Tower, I'm not sure.
Pointy building on the hill.
I need to look it up.
You're the local here. I'm
I
relying
know.
on your knowledge.
I can't remember if its name was changed. There used to be one of those restaurants that had a rotating floor, but that's not there anymore, I don't think. But you can still go up there and look at the view.
So Warman's going to pull for Manly. Seen a couple of very, very good pulls this game.
Yeah, the pulls have been really good. That one looks like it might be going out.
It's going to get played in. Hills are happy to run it.
Yeah, they haven't. There's a few ones that have looked like they're going out that they haven't bothered
Throw
to
into
take a break.
space. We see a zone offense working against single coverage. And quick movement from Hills are going to go straight down the field.
Great point. Maybe that's why they don't want to take a brick. They don't want to give the Manly defense the chance to set up. They just want to get going straight away, pass it all the way up the field. And that's what they did there.
Well, there was no brakes on that train.
No.
So looks like Manly. It's Von Hayes going to pick up the disc. Hill's going to run some sort of zone.
Yeah, it's that one-man wall again.
And it does seem to be an assassinator. There is a person just marking Nikki Shepherd. It's an interesting looking zone. We'll see what it does here to the Manly Ultimate offense. And Nikki Shires recognises it and just cuts like she's playing man offense.
Oh,
and
great
that
grab.
throw into space. Hills trying to halt the run here, but it results in a goal. Wentworth in the corner. 11-5.
With that one-man zone, they are protecting that deep space a bit more because they can afford to have a few players deep. But it's still not stopping Manly from throwing those hucks. Nothing is stopping them at the moment.
Well, when you can throw like Nikki Shires.
Yeah, and the assassin on Nikki doesn't work either.
Yeah.
Still gets it, still hucks it.
She throws it into the zone coverage. Two players around the area, it doesn't matter. Results in the score for Manly. They're 6 points up in this one. We're about 20 minutes away from time cap. 11-5 the score. Let me see Simon Wood, coach of Hills Ultimate, out on the field calling the line. This will be an offensive point for Hills. Hills, I believe, have 3 ladies teams here. So GWS and then 2 Hills Ultimate teams.
Yeah,
And
it's great. Great to see so many numbers.
And then on the men's side, they've got 2 men's teams as well.
Yeah.
Ironbark Red and Ironbark Grey. So
Yeah,
Hills
it's fantastic.
from the Hills district. They run the Hills Hoist tournament every year, and that's a pretty good tournament. It was a hat back in the day. Not sure if it is still a hat, but if it is, be sure to go and play that one time. It's a lot of fun. Oh, Von Hayes bites hard and nearly gets the block. Hills playing with fast movement. The throw in the middle of the field. They've got space there using the lateral. Oh, an excellent bid, but falls to the turf.
She was just had her momentum going in the wrong direction.
The throw a little bit behind her.
Oh,
Off hands.
they were doing so well. It was looking so good.
Yep. No mark at the moment. There's a throw. Manly with possession. It's a little bit clogged in there at the moment. The throw has not really got much, and it's going to go straight up in the air. And that'll be a turnover.
Off the back of Hill's really tight defense. Neither dump could get it. They were really struggling to get it off.
And
Let's see if they can do the same thing with this zone.
Hills have been very, very good thus far against the zone. Wow, what a throw straight through the wall. They managed to find containment. There's a hammer. It's going to go through hands.
Good option. She was just in the middle, completely free.
Warman's going to go hard with dominator movement. And look back towards the middle of the field. Von Hayes gets the catch there on this near sideline. Looking for Warman, goes break inside. And then the Hark, Warman's going to air it out. He's going to just catch an edge and get a little bit too far away from the receiver.
Yeah. I always think that with zones, if you can do a good hammer, they're so useful in zones, aren't they? Just getting over the top of that wall to that player in the middle, you just open it up so much.
So Hill's going to have to work it again against this zone defense, but they really don't seem to be having much troubles at all.
They're doing it so well at the moment.
They're
Such
already,
good flow.
Already at halfway. And there's going to be a good-looking flick down the field.
Oh.
Those catches in that intermediate.
Yeah, they're just slipping through the fingers.
We've seen 3 or 4 turns now where Hills have had no trouble working it into that intermediate zone behind the immediate wall.
The wall is 3 throws behind at the moment.
Yeah, Warman comes near side. Warman's going to get the reset. She's looking. She's going to throw a very good backhand to the middle of the field. Von Hayes throws into the red zone. Potentially looking for a score here, Manly. The high stall, Warman in the corner. He's going to throw a quick one. That's going to result in the Manly score for 12-5. Scrappy point, but goes Manly's way.
Yeah, an unfortunate point for Hills because they were doing so well against that zone. They were moving it so well. No troubles, as you said, moving it up, making ground. But then they just had a few unfortunate drops, some quick passes that just slipped through the fingers.
We see the pass. Warman goes quick, turns around, heads up play. Very experienced ladies.
Yep. Just knows where to look.
Yeah, played ladies for so long, and it's just been at the top of the game for a very, very long time, has Di Warman. Woody out there calling the line.
Manly don't look to have a non-playing coach. They seem to just be using their more experienced players to give guidance and a bit of coaching, but don't have a designated non-playing coach.
I think that's one of the next steps for Ultimate in Australia is dedicated non-playing coaches.
Yeah, it would be good to get more experience for coaches in Australia.
They can just bring a different perspective, can't they?
Yeah,
to the
exactly.
game? You see things just a little bit different
Yep.
to when you're playing. So Shire's going to pull for Manly. Another good pull. It's going to go deep in the end zone. Very deep in the end zone. And Hills, they're going to have to work against this zone again. They've really had not any troubles at all. The zone hasn't forced any turns. It's been skill errors from Hills. They might have a trap on here. Pass goes off. There's a high upside down throw. Hills still looking. You can hear Simon Wood yelling for the girls to keep the disc moving. And they're managing to sneak the occasional pass through. Manly fighting for containment. Nikki Shires reads it. Just knows when the pass is coming and steps in. Wentworth. Shires driving the offense with her legs at this point, not with her arm. Again, she goes with dominator movement. Pass isn't there. The throw is pivoting on the wrong foot. Wentworth with a very good grab and the throw to the open side. That's going to be a timeout. Simon Wood calling it. 13-5 the score. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back with more ladies action from Eastern Regionals 2018. So we're finished with the timeouts. Simon Wood calling for timeout for Hills as the coach. It's a good sign of intent from Simon Wood. He clearly doesn't believe this game is a dead ringer or anything. He's still trying to play like he believes, or play like they're winners still. Play like they would if the scoreline was 11-13 and they just went down a break or two.
There's always things you can learn from playing a really good experienced team.
The sign of intent is definitely there. Simon Wood keen to see his girls develop as much as possible and get as much as they can out of this game. Von Hayes with a pull that kind of blades over a little bit. And there's a throw again. Hills, they have no trouble with the zone. Every single time around the edge they go. Straight to the intermediate area behind the wall. There's going to be a little bit of a trap. Just to the middle, the swing is there. Again, around the edge of the zone they go. Hills finding yards and finding space wherever they look. And there is the throw to score.
Excellent. That looks really good.
And that is definitely a Simon Wood zone offense.
Yeah, that reflects well on his coaching. That
it also reflects
textbook.
well on the players
as
well.
Yeah, for sure. The players did so well. All these beautiful swings. If you can swing the Frisbee in a zone, yeah, you just open it up. You work that cup. They're tired. They're not getting to the Frisbee. They're not getting to you as quickly. and you can just score like that.
So Wood just sorting out his line for Hills. Organising who he wants on the line. 13-6 the score, and we've got about 9 minutes to go, 8 minutes to go until time cap. You're probably going to see this game go to 15. And that's some great news. One of the Manly Ultimate players, I need a belt from yesterday, he remembered his drawstring, so we're going to see less of his underwear, which it's the best news I've had all day. It has made my morning, no bullshit. I am so happy. And he was wearing bright red underwear yesterday too. Come on, bruh.
How do you forget your drawstring? It fell out and you just left it at home or something?
I don't know. I can't even at this stage.
Maybe he went and bought some ribbon or something from Coles or Hot Dollar or something.
There was a solution required there. Disappointed that it wasn't made yesterday. Happy that it was applied today. Shire's just walking out to the disc, going to take the brick. Manly still rotating through all their players. They've got some zippy.
Yeah, Manly, we were talking about Hill's squad. Manly's got big squad here as well.
Yeah, they've got at least an extra 7 on the sideline.
Yeah.
So carrying a relatively good sized squad. Warman quickly. Warman's going to get the reset back. Hills working this assassinator zone against Shires again. They're clearly identifying Shires as the throwing threat that's going to tear them apart. The poacher's still there. Nice inside throw, splitting the mark and the point in this zone. Warman's going to go again through the same gap.
Oh no.
Through hands.
Just slipped through the hands. I was about to say, well, still, both teams are doing so well against those zones. The
Really,
offense,
it's not
the
stopping them.
offensive movement, yes, really good from both teams.
Nice throw up the line. Hills with the frisbee looking to generate something. The reset is there. Throw in the middle of the field. Forehand inside, bounces off hands. Nice caught D. And Manly with the opportunity, go the other way. Dump is there, no mark. She's going to have plenty of time. She's going to track that down. One's going to get the swing to the sideline. Throw in the middle of the field. Looks like Hill's still struggling to sort out their defense and work out what they're doing. It looks like they're trying to go back into a zone, but it's all confused. Manly are going to score 14-6. I'm not sure what happened. A little bit of miscommunication
Yeah,
there.
a bit messy.
It was unable
After
to
the
reset.
turn, yeah, after the turn, they just kind of couldn't get back to where they wanted to be. Manly had to work for a few of those. Still.
See the replay. Short throw, high percentage option, backhand.
They're hard to defend.
14-6. We see Di with a baby. Might be hers.
A
I
child.
don't know. Babies all look the same to me. I really cannot tell babies apart.
As a part-time job, I'm a nanny.
Are you?
So I do spend a lot of time with kids.
I think it's just a particular flaw of mine. I just can't tell them apart. They all look, you know, pudgy and cute and, yeah, okay. But as to which one belongs to who,
Yeah, that's more
and
difficult.
who looks like who,
Especially
like,
at a frisbee tournament when there's hundreds running around.
and the women, the wives and the mothers are like, oh yeah, you know, this baby looks like you.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I
And
can't see it. I'm sorry.
Everyone
It
trusts.
looks like a baby.
Everybody trusts everyone, so babies are not with their parents all the time.
Ooh,
Oh,
offhand,
just slipped through the
sharp one.
fingers.
Throw had a bit of speed on it. It's going to be Nikki Shies picking up the disc. It looks like it's a man defense for Hills. They're going to go back to a single coverage defensive scheme. Hayes gets the reset. He's going to find Wentworth with the around. Hayes pulls out of the upper line to get the reset. Looking in Wentworth's direction. That's game.
Lovely
Manly,
throw to finish it off.
Manly putting a cap on this one. Shires to Wentworth. Brings this to 15-6. Sam, final
Yes.
thoughts.
Great game, great movement from both teams. I love seeing all the zone offense. It was great. A few different zone looks as well, which was good. But yeah, all in all, a really good match.
I think Manly will be happy with that moving forward, whether they go to Div 1 or Div 2. That's an encouraging sign for them. And Hills, well, Hills are Hills. They're going to take a lot away from this. They're going to learn.
Learning, still developing.
And a lot of positives for Simon Wood and his leadership group to work on with the ladies in green. So, ladies and gentlemen, that will wind up our coverage of this game. We look forward to seeing you again shortly. I've been Daniel Clinton, Sam Joyce. Thank you for joining me on the mic, and we'll see you very, very soon.
Hard, Rexy, kill the stream.
Alti.tv